If you're on an e-commerce brand, doing a location shoot for one single product is a complete nightmare. You have to rent a studio, fly out to the beach, and even hire models, which cost thousands of dollars. And the worst part about it, you have to wait more than 3 weeks for the results to come to you. But today I'm firing the agency and I'm building something new. It's one prompt autonomous e-commerce marketing agency. And for this example, we're gonna be using the Higgsfield MCP through Claude Code because Higgsfield can generate videos and therefore Claude could never do that. Also, please note that the MCP is now completely for free, so you can test it all out without paying any money. And also it's unlimited, so you can do it a lot of times. That's why we need it, and it also has a strong capabilities in video generation and photo generation. We're gonna be using the Seedance 2.0 model and also in Nano Banana 2 for the photos. So let's just get started. In this example, I'm gonna be building a titanium ring marketing studio. So with just one single prompt, we're gonna generate 5 different photos and also marketing videos. So for this, we have to start with the Higgsfield MCP. So if you go to Higgsfield, you're gonna be taken to this page, which is their main page, and then once you click right here on the top to the MCP, you will be able to find this option, which is copy the Higgsfield connector URL. So to connect it, all we need is just this simple URL. All you have to do is just copy it and then open up Claude Code. So once inside Claude Code, it's very simple. If you've been using Claude Code, you may know that you have connectors. So if I go to connector section right here, I'm able to access, for example, different tools, but we need to connect Higgsfield for the video and photo generation. So that's why I'm going to manage connectors. I'm going to this add button and I'm also selecting the add custom connection. Now we need to have a name for this. So this is a Higgsfield. So I'm just going to name it like that. And then I'm going to just insert the same link we copied from their website. It's pretty simple. It takes like 1 second and now you have it fully connected. Once it's done, it's gonna ask us to connect our Gmail account that we have registered on the Higgsfield. And once you're done, you're just gonna click allow and everything should work correctly. As you can see, I'm taken back to Cloud and this is it. So here we can see the tool permissions. So I highly suggest also keeping everything on because then it will have a full capability. As you can see, it has so different tools. So let me just take a quick look at it. We can deploy games, we can create websites, we can rename, we can almost do everything inside. We can even publish TikTok videos from here. So once we have that connected, you should be able to see Higgsfield right here. As you can see, that has this little mark. So once it's done, let's just get back to the chat interface. And you should be able to find Higgsfield inside here. So if I click on this plus button, if I scroll down, as you can see, it is on. If it's off, you just have to click on this button and it will be on. Now, we have to select the reasoning model. So as you may know, Claude Code just released Opus 5, so you can use this model. And also you can use the Fable 5, which has a strong brain. So let me just insert the first prompt that we're gonna use. So what I'm asking, I want to be a creative director specializing in vibe marketing. We're launching a campaign for a luxury minimalist tech brand targeted dark academia, quite luxury aesthetic. So we're telling to outline rules, core visuals, lighting. So it's a complete brand package. So for example, if you're launching an e-commerce brand and you need visuals fast. So if you're doing an e-commerce brand, you need to launch fast. You have to generate photos, you have to generate videos, you have to publish them. So this is like all in all solution because you have the all capabilities for AI to generate visuals, make the rules for the visuals. So everything stays consistent. So once that's done, I'm just going to insert this simple prompt, which is going to be able to generate 5 different photos. I'm asking for photorealistic mood board image and cinematic video loops. So 3:96. Okay, so no dialogues, just focus on the atmosphere, texture, and slow camera motion. Let me just go and send this prompt in. And once it's generating, it may ask you some questions, but also you will be able to see if everything's working when the Higgsfield logo shows up in here. It should take just a couple of seconds. As you can see, it's now checking the Higgsfield MCP. It should be loading pretty fast. And good thing to mention, you can even do market research. So you ask AI to do market research about this product, and then it will create visuals according to it. So if it has some known history of successful videos, it will also see that. It will go through TikTok, find the videos, and then adapt this to your videos. So it's like completely virality machine inside your Claude Code. In the older days, we had to go to any different tool to generate photos and visuals. We had to copy prompts and do all that. But now we just give a command to do this inside Cloud Code, and it will be able to generate all videos and photos too. So I think this is insane. Let me just wait a bit while it's still asking for our questions, and it's asking what's the hero object campaign is built around. Now, I didn't select a single product because I don't have an e-commerce brand at the moment. So if you have your product, you can start with it. So you can insert a photo, you can insert some name of your product, and it will now understand it. But since I don't have it, let me just go with some wearable. So maybe I want a wearable watch, and now let's lock in the package. So I'm just gonna go with this. It's recommended. And how much human presence in the video loops. So if you're doing a product showcase, for example, a watch, I don't think you need a complete person faces. You don't need like any people figures. So the hands only recommended is, I think, the best option in this. So let me just select that. And how should I spend the video budget? As you can see, it's asking for the seconds. We can do three videos for 5 seconds at 4K, or we can do at 180/50. So I think I'm going with the 4K. I want the highest quality possible in here because this is going to be a representable video, for example, of my product. So it's better when it's 4K. Let me just wait a bit now while it's generating because I want to show you how the Higgsfield works. First, the logo is going to appear here. So let me just wait a bit. So it's been just a couple of seconds, and now we can see that Higgsfield generate image is on. Also on the context, and you can see the connectors, the Higgsfield is already here. So it is working, it's now generating the videos, and it's also locked the style for our directions. If I scroll down, I just have to allow for these tasks to be completed, and that's gonna be it. As you can see on the right side, it has these progress bars, which is writing the visual Bible, then making the cost for the generations, generating the photorealistic mood board, which I requested inside the prompt, and also generate 3 videos, and they have to be silent cinematic loops. And I want to download all of them inside the Cloud Code. So I can already see that it has generated the visual Bible. If I click on it, as you can see, the band list, the shot list, and also the hands, the pacing and motion, the lens and framing. So we have everything written down like a command for the video generation. So it will not make mistakes. It will not make 6 fingers or so. So everything is secure, and even the texture, even the lighting. And as you can see, it's campaign visual Bible, luxury, minimalist, tech, dark academia, quite luxury. So let me just close that real quick. And I think the images are gonna be here soon. Let me just wait while they're still generating, and here we go. So this was the first photo of the watch. As you can see, it has no brand logos. So we can either add them, and if you're building your own product e-commerce marketing studio, then you will also have a photo of your product, so you don't have to worry about it. But I think it does look cool. It gives this like silent luxury lifestyle aesthetic. If you want, we can animate it here, but I already requested the videos. We can edit it, and we can also download it straight in here. So now all of the 3 videos are generating, and I want to mention one quick thing. This is just like small portion of what you can actually do. For example, we can run a big marketing campaign. We can ask for 10 photos of the product, and it's just gonna do that in one single prompt. It will have the brain to actually see and recognize what we need. So for example, if I insert this prompt while we're still waiting, I want to act as an elite commercial photographer. I need 5-shot hero image campaign that places this exact product into 5 distinctive vibe environments to appeal to different luxury lifestyles. So we are completely focusing on luxury, and we are asking to appeal it to 5 different lifestyles. So I think that is insane, and mood board is rendered. So let me just wait while it's still here. It should be up here, I think. No, it still hasn't been generated. So let me just get back to real quick, and then I'm going to insert this prompt to show you the capabilities, because you can run this at very fast speed. You can generate 5, 10, 20 photos just with one single prompt, and then you will have visuals for the whole month of your product. So all of the 3 loops are done, as you can see in here. So this was the first video. Let me just play it for you. It does look quite good because it's 4K. Then if we move further, we can see another one. It also looks like 4K, like it was filmed with the filming camera. I do like the candle aesthetic, and they are also very quick videos just to showcase the capabilities, but in this one we can already see the hands and it does look super realistic. Like you wouldn't even spot that like it's made with AI. And here's another feature, if you're using the video generation, then you can even predict virality. So if you click on this button and send the prompt in, Higgsfield has its own tool to actually analyze the videos and see if they will go viral. Now, let's wait for them to download because it will actually download without touching any fingers. I requested that inside the prompt, so let's just wait a bit and I'm gonna show you the second prompt. So just take a look at this. Everything is shipped to the Aurora Campaign Dark Academy. The direction in one line. The product is never the loudest thing in the frame. Light is. 3 rules carry the whole package. Single source, well motivated per keyframe. And if you look at this, verification results, all 3 loops are 4K and vertical. And I measured the shadows rather than eyeballing them. So loop 1 sits at, you can see these numbers, so I don't even understand what all of these actually mean. I just get the idea, but it actually has the capability to that a person that has no knowledge about photography wouldn't care, but you know it's made professionally. So everything are in here. They are all downloaded to my computer, and now I can just insert the second prompt which I talked before. So if I push that in, I'm asking to create a five-shot hero image campaign. It should be also very quick because now we're generating the photos and it's way faster than actually doing the videos. So this exact product, I didn't mention which product, so I think it will see that it's the watch, so let's just hope for it, but it should be able to understand it. So it asks us a question about which product, so it's the watch from today, and which vibe we want. So 5 hours, 5 elements, 5 continents, 5 interiors. I think I would like to go with the 5 continents or 5 elements, but it's a luxury watch, so let's just go with 5 interiors. What format? So with copy-paste style recommended. So yeah, that's it. Now we're gonna get 5 photos with just one single prompt that we can post on our social media, that we can post on our stories and all of the other channels without hiring a filming crew, a photographic crew. So it's just a complete money and also time saver. So all of the photos are done, and if I scroll down, this is the first one. As you can see, it's in a dark room. Now if we go further, this one is inside the concrete. This one is inside this cozy little house. And this one is like, for example, an expensive bar. And the last one is inside, for example, a bedroom. I didn't specify which of the environments I want to. I just asked for 5 different ones so we can see how each one looks like. And the last feature I want to talk about is the animation feature. As you can see, you can find it in here. So when you create a photo, you can click on animate. And now the prompt. So now you can specify what else you want to make inside this photo so it fits a video. So I'm just gonna ask for whiskey pouring inside glass. That simple prompt for the whiskey to pour inside the glass, and as you can see, Higgsfield automatically names the model auto and reference image the one we just generated. So the last video is done, let me just play it. I asked for the whiskey to pour inside the glass, and I think it does look super realistic and also aesthetic. So if you're on also an e-commerce marketing agency and you need to create a lot of visuals for the brands, it will take you less than 10 minutes to generate a full month of visuals. So if you want to try that out, the link is in this video description. So please make sure to leave a comment if you like this tool and if you have tested it out. So see you in the next one.